break. You're just through some traumatic events in St. Louis, Missouri in this year of our Lord, 1997. And Z-Cell survived, barely, potentially with some help that will need to be repaid. I'm just saying that it's possible that the help you got came with a cost that has not yet been paid.
Oh, we're still negotiating payment.
That's the optimistic take, yes. That is the optimistic take. You had a few days off when you basically spent in hospital beds, and except for Morrigan, who spent it drinking too much espresso. Until A-Cell made contact, and you actually met with Agent Adam in the flesh for the first time. And he debriefed you. And that went okay, I think. Nobody felt completely angered by A-Cell at the end for the first time ever. There's been a lot of blaming A-Cell for everything that's gone wrong in the past. And that's understandable in Delta Green. Now, as you were hoping to get some R&R, there was, after a few days, press conference called by Gene Downing, the living power of Analysis Foundation, based in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he pronounced that this was the start of a new age. There will be a sign that the new age has begun. And only a few hours later, NASA announced the surprising discovery of a new object that has entered the solar system, more or less. Depending on whether you consider Pluto a planet, which I think they did in 97, right? Is Pluto isn't considered a planet anymore, right?
Pluto lost planet status in 2007.
So it's still considered a planet in 1997. Anyway, this object is about the size of Mars and has a strangely strong gravity, but NASA has calculated that it will pass through the system in about 2 months and then disappear into the void again. But apparently A-Cell was not comfortable with all this, because shortly after they called you and told you to get your butts down to Tulsa and investigate any type of supernatural threats or dealings, dimensions, if you will, phenomena associated with Analysis Foundation. No doubt reacting to the report you gave to Agent Adam, which was a very complete one, where you talked about the local chapter leader, Ron Valiant / Doug Walters, and his rantings about alien infiltration and such. So here you are on the morning of Saturday, April 7th, apparently. And you are going to... We've sent Morrigan and Talbot in as undercover Analysis members, which is not entirely undercover because you're actually members of Analysis. You signed up in St. Louis. While our friends Fenton and Blair are sitting in a car good long bit away from from this particular square here, and hoping that Morrigan and Talbot do not get killed. Be that as it may, Morrigan and Talbot, the moment you step out of your vehicle, you're greeted by two people who call themselves Miss Crow and Mr. Mosley.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
And Mr. Mosley is the one speaking first. My name is Steve Mosley. I'm here to guide you into our compound here and just have you settled into this place. We understand that what happened in St. Louis was probably very traumatic for you.
Yes.
Mosley and Crow look like they are, well, perfect specimens of humanity. Certainly, if you consider a northern European type perfect, but regardless of color, etc., they have an amazing physique and absolutely beautiful faces. And apparently, Mosley will introduce Miss Crow, who is the head of security here. And do you have any luggage with you?
No,
No.
we just wanted to check in for everything.
Very well. Please come with us. Around you, you've seen the fountain here right in the middle, which has the huge crystal that has some kind of laser color show displayed inside it. The colors red, green, yellow, purple. It shifts constantly.
Don't look at your phone. Don't look at your phone.
And I think the biggest single building here is, of course, the pyramid, which is called the Hall of the Living Power. But there are several other buildings around this square as well. There's a library, there are dormitories, there's some kind of e-research center, and so on. They're going to bring you into an office building.
What's inside this office building?
I'm sure it will be fine. I can't see any problems for you from here on out. You're home now, right?
Oh, no, hold on. I'm most certainly not.
Mosley and Crow will sit down behind their desk. They're offering you chairs, of course. Can we bring you something? Tea, coffee? It's early in the morning, but I'm hoping you'd had breakfast already, says Crow. If you haven't, I'll be happy to show you to the dining hall later on. Please, have a seat.
Right?
Now, you say you came in from St. Louis this morning, says Mosley. Crow is just looking at you. We've had some other people arriving from St. Louis over the past couple of days as well, and what they've described was certainly rather breathtaking. But please, in your own words, what happened in St. Louis? We are trying to investigate this from our side as well, because of course, you understand with the press conference, the press release that the Living Power made to the world, we're under a lot of scrutiny right now, but we also, for our own sake, need to clarify what exactly went wrong in St. Louis, because it really was not intended to go that way.
Morgan, would you like to hop in for this? I'll say something. I just want to know if you want to.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Do you want to give your account of what happened, or what they want to hear what happened?
Oh. Yeah.
Just remember, we can't tell them that we murdered their leader.
I like to imagine she said that out loud.
They think we were there when the massacre happened.
We went to the meeting, and a lot of things happened. I think we were one of the last few who came, so we missed a lot of it. But everyone was already dead. It was really strange.
Oh.
Horrifying, too.
I see. Yeah, that must have been a shock. That must have been a shock. So you were latecomers to the event. Perhaps blessing in disguise for you. I can only imagine the shock of seeing that when you got there, but at least you were spared the worst of it, perhaps?
And there was the oddest thing, too, with our leader, Doug Walters. He didn't seem right. I don't know how to describe it, just something seemed off about him.
How would you mean?
He just didn't seem like himself.
Please elaborate.
It's just hard. I don't know. It's weird. I shouldn't have said anything, I'm sorry.
No, of course. You've been through an ordeal, and that would be challenging for everyone. So I can understand that it's difficult to find your words. Why don't we have Morrigan and Talbot roll a human check? There's incense in a small censer. There's like a small little, I don't know, a fountain inside this, like a water fountain to create the effect of running water inside the room. Everything here designed to relax you. It seems like Talbot has an idea as you're looking over Mosley and Crow, but you're unable to communicate anything to your friend, aren't you, right now?
Anything else? Friend?
Maybe a little bit. Send you a whisper in the foundry. What made you decide, since you escaped the worst of it, what made you decide to come down here to Tulsa? Are you afraid of persecution right now in St. Louis?
No, actually, I want answers. When I went to my first meeting with an ulcer, I passed out and I had these weird dreams. And I just wanted to find out why. Why did I get that? Yeah.
It is rather interesting. You had weird dreams, you say.
Yeah.
Do you remember those dreams?
I had this dream. I was at a party and it just felt like a god. And then it all went black.
I see.
And I woke up and I was in a hospital. It wasn't like a normal dream.
Perhaps you were gaining connection with your inner light.
Yeah, nothing. Anyway, sorry.
Are you from St. Louis originally, or?
No, actually, I was there on business, and I just saw one of the posters, and I thought it would be cool to check it out. Passed out, and one of the answers not on.
We're always happy to hear that. We're always happy to hear that another lost soul has found their way to their inner light. Mostly smiles. Crow she's been smiling and looking over both of you for all this time, but she's not speaking. Very well. Maybe we can talk again later, but for now, I'll just bid you welcome to Analysis here in Tulsa. We do have a person who will want to see you before you settle in properly. We have had our staff here provide you with dormitory accommodations, and you will be able to roam freely and spend your day attending whatever seminars or activities you might like. We have plenty, and they're all posted in the library for all to see. But first, so both of them stand up, and through the door comes one. You've seen him on TV, haven't you? Master Downing, the living power himself.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
It all my pleasure, says Downing. Please, sit down, sit down. And he's soft-spoken. You had an awful time in St. Louis, yes?
Yes, it's just awful. I thought I was on the path to something greater and better. And I just wasn't prepared for it.
Nobody ever is. Nobody ever is. He will actually come and give both of you a proper hug.
Morgan stiffens up like absolute statue.
I guess I hug him back?
This is normal. This happens all the time.
This absolutely happens all the time.
Morgan does not get hugged much. And when she does, she always asks like that.
You are where you are meant to be, says Downing. The turbulence you passed through, that was not chaos. That was transformation. Or in the crucible, suffering purifies the self. You've endured the fire. You're stronger for it. There is a pattern unfolding. Always. Not all eyes can see it, but that is not a failing. It's a blessing. Those who see the pattern must help others walk the path, even if that path winds through shadow. Trust the order behind things. Trust the growth it offers. Trust your inner light to guide you through the dark. Downing will then leave you as suddenly as he turned up, smiling yet again and welcoming you to the Analysis family. And Crow and Mosley will take you across the compound to your dorms. As it turns out, you're actually going to have one room each. You're going to be very spoiled. What was that? One room each. They're identical, though. It's basically a bed, wardrobe, like a nightstand with a lamp on it. Everything in white, obviously. Any belongings you might have had in the vehicle have been transported here. And that's essentially it. Now, meanwhile, in a different part of the world, we have Fenton and Blair, who are, of course, watching from a vehicle pretty far away. And I guess I could put you on the map because I can, like up there. I'm gonna change the grid size a bit here because there we go. Gets easier to see that way. So, yeah, there you have it. This is basically the compound. Now that you're outside in a car looking in, you've seen how Talbot and Morrigan were taken to the main hall, and now they're in the dorms. Through your binoculars, you can see all of this. Question is, what are you gonna do from here, Fenton and Blair?
It's a great question. What do you think, Blair? What are we doing?
I honestly have no idea.
Well, I don't either, so.
It does help that it's early spring, because that means that the fields, there's nothing growing in the fields just yet. Not really. Okay, it's Oklahoma. It's nice and warm, so maybe some stuff growing in the fields. I'm used to more northern climates. # Canadian. But we're just watching things here, Fenton and Blair.
Apparently.
Why don't we roll alertness checks? You're gonna get the big picture, as it were, because you're sitting there with your binoculars and... Very well. Well, there must be hundreds of people living here. Just judging by the size of the acreage, there's not necessarily hundreds of cars, because I guess the people here don't leave very often, but just the size of the dorms and how many people are walking back and forth, you could see people going to the main hall to have, I guess Fenton and Blair doesn't know it's the main hall, but there's so much traffic towards the main hall that tells you something about the functionalities of the building. And most of the people here are dressed in long white robes. You can see people of literally all ages, including children here. They have literal families staying here. Some people are not dressed in white robes. They're probably more staff, perhaps, including guards who are dressed in long white pants and white t-shirts, like the person in the guard shack and so on. And some others with longer sleeves and these kinds of short collars that don't fold down, and they're walking around. Those guards with the longer sleeves and the short collars, they all, you haven't seen many of them, maybe one or two during this particular hour, but they might be outranking the other guards. They are in exceptional physical fitness and extraordinarily good looking. They could be models easily. All of them are blonde, actually. Fenton and Blair, they're having fun. They're on a stakeout. It's the most fun you can do as an agent, isn't it? Yay.
We didn't really have a plan.
That's the best way to go in, not having any plan at all. Yes.
I believe Talbot and Morgan were just supposed to stop in, take a peek, come back and report, but now I don't know if they're going to be able to leave.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
find out, won't we? You have your dorm, Talbot and Morgan. You have access to your robes, of course. And Miss Crow and Mr. Mosley have left you here now to your own devices, at least for the moment.
Is there a list somewhere of all the analysis locations?
Not in this dorm.
Would there be one on campus?
Maybe.
I keep my eye out for one.
You're keeping your eye out for one. Okay, let's go back here to... So we're on campus here, and you're in the dorms, and where might you want to go from here?
I don't know, Morgan, got any ideas?
Where are the places we were allowed to go?
Nobody said anything about any particular restrictions yet. There are big, nice signs that are very helpful for everyone, like Analysis Publishing, Main Hall, the E-Compatibility Research Center, and the Hall of the Living Power, which is, of course, the Pyramid.
Should we poke around the main hall?
You certainly can.
I don't see why not. They probably got a cafeteria in there. It's better to see where the places are.
Yeah. The coffee here, though, might be decaf.
Mm.
So,
It might be, yes. This is possible, yeah.
I guess we'll check it out.
You were already in the main hall, led by Crow and Wolseley, and as you're going back inside there, you can see that there's a bunch of arrows, and there's like an index for the buildings, various offices, and this is clearly the administrative center, There are offices for all the staff here. And there is a library, there are lots of seminar rooms, there's even a school building here, like a school complex as part of the main hall. And a cafeteria.
Should we talk to the teacher?
Sure.
Who's the highest grade teacher here?
That's a good question, isn't it? The teachers, the school has just started, right? The teachers are busy there with the children and trying to lead a class. There's a lot of glass around here, so you can probably see through at least a little bit of it. And there are children of many ages. It's not going to be a very big school because, of course, there's not that many kids here. But they're trying to combine classes for with age-appropriate studies. Probably how would you have to go in and sit in the classroom to see? But you can see someone standing there through the glass window into the classroom with white robes, and the children are also dressed in white robes, and the teacher has some, much like Sarah and Diane had in St. Louis, the teacher has some golden ornaments on the shoulders that seem to display the inner light coming out around the sort of the neckline. And there's a whiteboard because it's 97 now. We've been advancing from blackboards, my friends. We are in a high-tech era now, yeah. And apparently it's a class on biology and photosynthesis, trees and plants and all that, which, let's see. None of you are terribly good at the whole science thing, are you?
Physics, yeah, but not much else.
Yeah, you've been to school, you recognize the stuff. Seems good enough for kids. It's not particularly advanced.
Where's the calculus? These kids need real math. Sorry.
What was that? What was the plan? What was the next step?
Oh, the plan, yes.
What plan?
Morgan, you can call me a dumbass on this if I'm wrong. But none of the teachers seemed like they would know anything about the weird planet that suddenly showed up. They seemed a bit focused on. Not. What do you say we
Usually that stuff is... Usually that type of information is located for the people higher up in the rows.
Yeah. Do you think we should ask the research center?
Perhaps.
Already then.
Very well. There is absolutely no indication, like, of anything astronomy related around here, like, at all. Everything here. There is a library in the main hall, and going in there you will find lots of new age things, which may or may not be surprising. I think not. At this stage. So, yeah, we're going to the E-Research Compatibility Center. It's... what can I say about that? It has a dedication. Exploring better ways for humankind to serve the needs of the Earth.
Maybe the research center would have more up to date.
There's going to be a person as you're coming to the research center who's going to look. It's one of these, shall we say, lower level guards. Regular fella with a nice spotty beard, really, who is looking up from the counter or the paperwork in front and just, oh, good morning, friends. May the inner light be with you.
You as well.
What can I help you with?
We were hoping to ask one of your scientists about the new planet in the sky and how that all comes in with the inner light.
The new planet?
Yes, didn't you hear there was a new planet that entered the solar system just as
Oh,
what
yes,
happened?
yes, the sign of the new age. Isn't it amazing? I'm afraid it has to be the sign, right? We're all talking about it. It's going to be amazing to experience this new age with the guidance of the living power in our own inner light, isn't it? I don't know if anyone here can explain it to you better. I really just recommend you attending a seminar in the main hall and perhaps one of the meetings with the living power. The work we're doing here is mostly about just making the earth prosper more, the crops outside and so on. How we can build more plenty for everyone.
Sam, that is a truly fascinating field to dedicate your life to. Personally, I would have gone with it as well, but I thought it was funny.
We are living in an illuminated age. Illuminated. I am so lucky to be here right now, he says. Just nods with very wide eyes.
And as well, I haven't noticed a place to post letters. Is there a place here?
Oh, that one? That's the fountain.
No, I'm sorry, that's my cursor. I'm just kind of moving it around. A place to post letters. To send them as well?
Of course, in the main hall.
Here, thank you. And I assume mail comes through the main hall as well?
Of course, yes.
Thank you.
Just to make sure to list which dormitory you're in and your room number so that it can all get sorted out properly. You must be new here, right?
Oh, very, yes. I have another question as well. Sadly, my career. It might require me to leave the premises at some point. Is there going to be any trouble with that?
I don't think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's okay. May the light be with you.
The light illumine you as well.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yes.
She's on to you now.
Yeah. Fenton, Blair, you can see how Talbot and Morrigan are moving inside the compound. No sign of trouble so far. This is great. I'm sure it's all going to be fine.
So when is the next meeting within the compound?
There is seminars all day discussing the sign of the new age.
Should we hop in on one? Morgan? Alright then. Sounds like we have a plan.
Very well. I'm taking notes for absolutely no reason.
Yay.
We're gonna get you guys back into the main hall, of course, and into one of the seminar rooms, which surprisingly is gonna look very much a different room that you were in a long time ago. Just bigger, and plenty of people are gathered here. And this particular you can choose many seminars today. There's going to be one called The Herald, one called Rebirth of the Earth, another called The Call to Purity later in the afternoon.
Rebirth sounds very new agey. Maybe we should check that one out. Morgan, what do you think?
Sure.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, once more, there will be someone with a white robe with slightly more yellowish decorations around the hems and the color leading the meditation. And of course, everybody is invited to meditate and focus on your inner light yet again. You've done that before, haven't you? It was great, wasn't it?
Mm.
Of course, this time you're sitting. I don't know. What type of crystal are you using this time, Morrigan and Talbot? I'm asking for no particular reason, obviously.
I'd say I used my double length realizer and left the half of one that I think I still have in my pocket for some reason. I left that in my dorm.
Very well, Morrigan.
I'll take a double length one. Seeing
Yeah.
what happens to the ones with the half lengths, and I don't want that happening to me. Thank you.
Why not? It was such a trip, right, Talbot? You were in space.
It wasn't
Yeah,
a
but
fun
like,
trip.
that's
It was a I thought I was gonna die kind of trip.
You did die, kind of trip.
Yeah, but not in the fun way.
Yeah. You're sitting there, cusping your hands around the crystal that has pointy ends on both sides, quartz, and the meditation this time is not going to be very long. It's just a 15-minute meditation. Everybody is sitting there together and focusing on their inner light, and it does feel good. When you're like, that energizing feeling that you had when you were at Ulysses in St. Louis, that's the conclusion of the meditation. And you can hear everybody else just drawing a deep breath, and also some of them have goosebumps and so on. Clearly they're all sharing this experience of this realizer energizing you, as it were. And then a conversation starts about the sign. This sign marks the beginning of Earth's shedding, says the, I guess, chair or seminar leader. It is a transition to a higher vibratory plane. The atmosphere will sing. The faithful will rise. And there's a lot of optimism in this room. There's a lot of anticipation. They're all seeming very pleased about this sign. There's awfully little discussion about this sign in terms of astronomical observations. Nobody here is going to measure parsecs or light years or light seconds or gravity wells or spectrometers or anything like that. This is all about your inner light and your connection to the energies around you and so on and so forth. Very new agey, Talbot. You are familiar by now, I think.
Regretfully, yes.
Regretfully so, perhaps, but still, yeah. It's a full 2-hour seminar where you learn absolutely nothing of nothing new. They're talking about the same new age things, and it's a very heated discussion among the people here. There's a lot of people who have a lot of things to say and about what they're envisioning for themselves in the new order of things. And you're invited to share, Morrigan and Talbot. What are you envisioning for yourselves in the new order of things?
Mm.
I'm imagining peace, and happiness, and harmony with my friends and family.
A mirror.
There are many who share these hopes with you. Most of the commentary will be along those lines, right? The cafeteria is nothing particularly advanced either. Again, lots of people here coming. The food is for free because everybody's contributing to growing it. You have your own crops, you have your own barns and animals and so on. Everything is locally grown. It's just communally shared. Tastes good. They have some good chefs around here. Talbot, Morrigan, why don't you roll alertness while you're in here in the dining hall? Look at that. I think Morrigan is one who will keep her head on a swivel. You're used to danger everywhere. You're used to always being on the lookout for potential enemies. Because you're from the military, aren't you, Morrigan? There are the openings, there's a possible escape route, and sure enough, you're gonna see a couple of people who I think you will tag as different and therefore remarkable. There's gonna be one in one corner and one in another, and once again, don't they just look remarkable? Tall, physically impressive, not a curve out of place. Definitely have been to the gym more than once this week. Not a hair out of place. Models. They could definitely model in a catalog. And they're just watching everybody else eating and smiling in an almost mannequin style way.
Strange.
Maybe after this we should check out the Hall of the Living Tower. I think that's the only thing we haven't noticed. We investigated that. I just don't.
I wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't be opposed.
I'd just like
You
to
are
get
the
out
boss
there.
here.
I just feel like if we stay any much longer, we're gonna have to dye our hair blonde. So, going.
I don't think I would look good blonde.
Yeah. Bleach and it frizzes everything. And that's what stay going.
What was that, Talbot? I didn't quite hear that.
The bleach, it frizzes everything. We should just be going.
Why not? You might look amazing in blonde. I don't know. No.
Absolutely not. I can say this from experience. No.
After a delicious meal, we're coming out again, and once more, let's check in with our friends spying from afar with the binoculars. You've now spent the entire morning by the fence of the compound, Fenton and Blair. You can still see far away. Every once in a while, you can see Talbot and Morrigan. Like, first they go into the main hall, and then they go into that other building, and then they go back to the main hall again, and then they're in the main hall until after lunch. What are you gonna do, meanwhile?
I passed Blair a soggy McDonald's fry from the bag.
Yeah, she's just gonna eat it.
Soggy McDonald's fries. Lunch of champions.
I guess there's not really much we can. I mean, I guess we could do all sorts of stuff, but
Yes and no. As federal agents, you're quite familiar with the routine of a stakeout, and 95% of it being I'm bored and I'm just trying to keep attention on what I'm supposed to be looking at, but hurry up and wait until something happens.
and no return phone call from my friend at NASA.
You know what? Why don't we roll a luck check?
Oh boy. That's this one right here.
Also, how would you get a recall? Okay, that would be to your beeper then, apparently. Yeah, your beeper is gonna go off. No, wait, you have a cell phone. It's 1997. You have a Motorola flip phone. Yeah, so your friend at NASA will be on the other end. Right. Hello, is this Brian?
Hey, I think what was it? Emmett? His name was.
Yes, clearly.
She wrote things down this time. Hey, Emmett, long time. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Oh, great. And this reacquaint ourselves, and I think that you're working too. So, this whole celestial body that entered the solar system, you heard about that?
Oh, yeah, they're calling it the Nemesis now. I don't know. Not my idea. It was,
Why?
Amateur astronomers, they, for some reason. And then the press got a hold of it. You know how it goes.
What do you know about it?
Not much. We know some. It's not very big for its gravities. For the gravity it's projecting. Asteroid? Very large asteroid, I would say. Or possibly an exoplanet. The first we've ever seen in that case. We've speculated in the field about planets, orphaned planets. Planets that are not trapped in orbit around a sun. It could be that. We've never seen one before, of course. Just speculated that that's a possibility. Hypothetically. So that would be a major thing if it is that. It's certainly big enough to be. Because it seems to be about as large as Mars. But the gravity seems to be 3 times that of Jupiter. Which is really weird. We're doing calculations here. We're comparing across the different planetariums and the various observation posts. And yeah, it's off the charts really for the size. But it does have some effect on the orbits of several celestial objects in the neighborhood. Smaller rocks and stuff. But it's mostly really noisy. There's a bunch of radio waves on unusual frequencies being sent out from this object. I know some people are speculating that it's a fragment of a neutron star. Like, there are theories right now that maybe a couple of neutron stars would have collided and then a fragment of it hurtled away. Given the gravity, I have to say that I'm a bit stumped. We should have seen it a while ago, right? Because it bends the light around it from the stars behind. And we've just never seen this thing before, and it's pretty close now for us not having seen it, so that's a bit weird.
Did that just sneak up on you?
Isn't that the good question? Honestly, I think the answers that you can hear on TV from my colleagues, as it were, I'm so happy I'm not on TV right now, because I don't know what I would say. It's just embarrassing. We should have seen this thing like a year ago. At least.
Is it expected to have any kind of impact on us?
No, not really. It's too far away. It will, a little bit, but not so much that we'll feel it. Which is a good thing, because if it got too close, then bad.
What kind of bad?
It's a whole gamut, right? If it came inside the asteroid belt, like, it's gonna upset. It's again 3 times the size of Jupiter. That's gonna upset the orbits of all the planets inside the asteroid belt in some fashion, depending on where we are. Like, if it's on the other side of the sun from us, then you have that object plus the sun, but the sun is so much larger that it doesn't make a huge difference, but maybe a little bit of difference, and even a fraction of a percentage will impact us in terms of how the Earth moves around the sun. So it could have major climate change implications, for example. We could get hotter, we could get colder. 1 mile closer or further away from the sun, it changes stuff. for us. And if our orbit changes from the current situation to slightly more elliptical, it would have enormous effects on the habitability of Earth, really. I wouldn't panic yet, though, because the thing is gonna leave in a couple of months, so if there's any effect, it's mostly gonna... Pluto isn't even close to it, I don't think. Neptune is also far away from it, though, yeah. I don't think it's gonna have too much of an effect on Neptune either. Thankfully, it's too far away to affect us very greatly. It might steal a few of the asteroids from the asteroid belt, something like that.
Fair enough.
Send them hurtling somewhere.
Oh, I guess we'll wait and see. It's definitely something, that's for sure.
Yeah, why are you so interested in it? Aren't you working with the feds these days?
Everything going on with the whole Tulsa scandal. There's all sorts of different radical, crazy groups now that are worshiping this as their...
Oh my
they're...
god, that's your angle. Oh, the crazies are coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, can't help you with that, buddy.
No, thank God you're not in the trenches with that.
Yeah, no, you're on your own there. I'm so sorry, Brian. At least that's not my headache.
Alright, hey, it was good talking to you. Next time you're in DC, look me up. And stay away from crystals, alright?
What?
That was an inside joke at the office.
Okay, whatever. Take
Bye.
care now. Yeah, bye.
I get the phone, and oh, obviously it's not. He says it's not gonna pass us. Everything's fine. Let's get Talbot and Morgan out of there and go home. That was a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a plan I'm fully on board for. I don't want to go blonde.
I'll just share all the scientific and fun stuff that he said with Blair. Reach for another fry, only to realize they're all gone now and feel sad.
Very sad.
Can't roll.
After lunch, Talbot and Morrigan, are we gonna go to the Hall of the Living Power?
Indeed.
Ah.
Yes.
Why shouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right. The Hall of the Living Power. Yeah, this place is... You're gonna be shocked to learn that it's a very big pyramid. It's about 5 stories. In the center is a round stage. It has entrances in the middle of each of the 4 sides, and each of the side is about maybe 100 yards long. And the central stage, you can obviously do meditations and services here for the whole compound, basically. The ceiling above you is just a maze of catwalks and lighting equipment. So it's like a concert hall. Pretty fancy concert hall. You can see a booth up there controlling sound system and lighting system. And also high up above the stage, the top of the pyramid is blocked. There is a stair going up there to some door. Maybe there's an office up there or something.
Could we go take a look?
It is our job to see.
Yes.
So we're gonna go up to the door.
Yep.
Yes.
Very well. Look at that place. Isn't it nice? Yeah, unsurprisingly, the door is in fact locked. And the sign says The Living Power on the wall there.
Oh, is this where that guy lives? Probably where he lives. We should leave.
Yeah. before we go, can I check to see if there might be any hidden rooms in here? Does the structure seem like it's supposed to accommodate a hidden room or a weird wall or something?
Okay, how are we gonna check that?
Architecture, please?
What was that?
Architecture, please?
Sure,
Could I
why
roll
not?
architecture?
We don't get to roll architecture very often.
Yay! Anything weird with the structure?
Everything is weird with this. No, wait, that's. Not really, honestly. In terms of just physical space and everything, it all checks out. It's 5 stories tall. The top story, as it were, is apparently dedicated to the living power, whatever he does up there. But in terms of secret compartments inside here, no, not really. There's a bunch of crates downstairs around the concert hall, like dollies that are loaded with crates.
Do the crates say what's in them?
They do not know.
Are they locked? Or sealed in some way?
They're sealed, yes.
Does the floor make a weird hollow sound when I walk across it?
No, it doesn't. You would wish, wouldn't you?
Yes. I'd like for there to be a basement.
There could still be a basement if they have a thick enough floor. You wouldn't hear it when you're walking across. With your architectural expertise, you would probably guess that you're walking on concrete right now, but that doesn't really mean anything. You can easily squeeze in a basement underneath a ceiling of concrete. So
Could I check the floor
Monica, she's mommy. I'm feeling
for any just compartments, doors, something like that?
there are no hidden storage facilities here. Like, they seem to be just using this concert hall as a storage with all the crate and all. And as I take it Talbot here is basically going to one corner of the pyramid and just walking down the length of one side and then stopping and then walking down the length of the next side and measuring everything out. And it checks with the outside. It's 100 yards on the inside and it's 100 yards on the outside.
And there's no, like, suspicious floor panel that looks like it could be lifted up?
No.
Nice hinges, maybe?
No. Very disappointing, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should just head back to Fenton and Blair. I haven't really seen anything here that indicates that they're part of some conspiracy for the planet.
See, I told you, it would all be nice and peaceful. They are just in complete harmony.
I guess I should go just pack up our things and head out. Grab a car and all that.
Alright. We're getting back to the others.
If Morrigan wants to.
If Morrigan wants to? Of course. Morrigan, do you want to head back as well?
Yeah.
Alright. So it's gonna be about 2 in the afternoon when everybody is reunited outside the compound yet again. And Z-Cell has a chance to compare notes, such as they are.
I don't think these guys are exactly involved in any of this.
Some of them seem strange.
Yeah,
Like, they had no emotions.
yeah, definitely.
They
But that
definitely know things.
they do, but those things just don't seem, hey, we summoned a planet and we're gonna rain hell down on Earth kind of thing. The weirdest thing that they have is just a bunch of models, but pay somebody enough and they'll do anything.
Phantom Blair, any comments?
Blair, what do you think?
Really have much to say. There doesn't really seem to be many leads about all of this.
Yeah. There are people we could ask, but something tells me y'all don't wanna. Y'all want that to be a last resort, maybe?
What are we discussing?
What to do? The Nullsis didn't seem to be bringing much anything. Just seemed like your regular run-of-the-mill cult taking advantage of weird planet in the sky.
Maybe we just need to get into the right places of Analysis to see what they know. Imagine if we managed to get in the private room back in St. Louis, how much quicker we could have gotten something done.
You mean that private room?
The sex dungeon, yes.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to try that, but I'm not getting into some random dude's sex dungeon. I'd rather call our friend again.
And
Yeah.
Are you okay with owing him multiple things? Because you already owe him.
I'm
Then
fine
might
with
ask for
owing him
something
my
more.
I'm fine with owing him my entire damn soul if you idiots get to walk out of here alive. So yes, I do not mind calling him again and trading anything else.
What would he even do here?
Give us information. Get rid of the planet, something. I didn't think he was going to get rid of Walters, but he did.
I think our best bet might be to infiltrate Analysis and see what we can find out from the inside.
That's what we tried to do, but that's going to take a while, and we don't really have that much time.
We don't really have much else to do.
I can make that call. I need to call him anyway. See what turns up, maybe?
You can ask him.
You of all people know I have several questions to ask him right now, so maybe just add more about Nulthus to that list.
How to reach Alzus?
I did it
Directly?
once. I think not directly, but I got a hold of him once. Maybe I can do so again.
Otherwise, we can't. I talked to my friend in NASA, and they're just right now. They're all studying it, but I don't know if that infiltrating NASA will actually accomplish anything. It might. I don't know. We don't really have a means of getting into NASA.
Yeah. I think our problem might be that we're trying to solve something supernatural without supernatural means. So, yeah.
Also, trying to solve something supernatural without really knowing what exactly we're trying to solve. There's a planet supposedly coming. What does that mean? How do we deal with it?
Yeah, we were told just solve it, and I don't quite know what that means. So, maybe asking somebody with supernatural powers could help us.
Sure. And otherwise, again, our best bet might be playing the long game in Analysis and trying to see what we can figure out from the inside.
Yeah. So do I just step away from the car and call?
Talbot, you're gonna call the bookstore again?
Yeah. Is that a luck check? Or do they know me already?
This time, it's gonna go to an answering machine. Welcome to the bookstore's answering machine. I need to come up with a name for that bookstore, don't I? Please leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Orso. I was hoping to set up a meeting with a mutual friend of ours. Please get back to me as soon as possible. Thank you. This is a tablet, by the way.
I was making a joke. How does he know it's you?
Hey, look, I didn't grow up with this, okay? It's tablet. They just hang out.
Tablet?
Nope. Yeah, tablet. I presume he knows me as tablet by now.
Tablet.
Tablet.
Yes, not Talbot, tablet.
Yeah.
Maybe you've even been written in cuneiform. Who knows?
Yay!
It's mid-afternoon. What is the plan now?
Go back to an old society.
All right,
Is that
Blair and Fenton.
what-
How hungry are you guys? You've been sitting there.
We had McDonald's lunch.
All right, we're letting go of the surveillance, or are we taking shifts here? Because Talbot and Morrigan have definitely dealt with all their immediate biological needs inside the compound.
Blair,
Guess they
should we
can-
just join the cult as well, or stay out here? What do you think?
Wait a minute. Was the coffee decaf?
No.
Thank the God. I thought I would have to burn this place down.
that would have been a crime against humanity, wouldn't it? Yeah. That, if nothing else, that would have been a sign of nefarious deeds and horrible, unspeakable horrors behind closed doors. Not even behind closed doors. In front
I
of
would
closed doors.
become the unspeakable horror.
All right. But as it turns out, no. Yeah. Blair and Fenton is going to get a meal. And then Talbot and Morrigan are going back inside. Is that the plan here?
Do you want to
Apparently.
go with them, Blair, or do you want to stay outside?
We might be better off, all of us, going in instead of just sitting here for hours again.
Blair.
Oh, we should give you our cover story before you go.
We're here for work. We were here during the St. Louis thing. We walked in like halfway through the meeting, and that's how we survived.
Okay then.
So we're going back inside, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since you're going back inside, though you have already been greeted, Talbot and Morrigan. Fenton, Blair, you're also here now. And yeah, you're inside the compound. You can see all the people. Maybe you overestimated the number of people a bit earlier. Maybe it's just max 100 people rather than more than that. But that's still a lot of people. And some people are working the fields. A farmer can never take a day off, and they have plenty of farmers here. And others are working in various parts of the compound to do the day's business. I guess we're gonna have to assign some dorms to Fenton and Blair as well. Which means that you are also gonna have the opportunity to go and have an interview with Mosley and Crow, which I'm sure you were looking forward to a lot, aren't you?
Get your story straight. Don't let them get suspicious on you.
Don't get suspicious. Don't get suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Alright.
Welcome to Analysis Headquarters, my friends. You are part of the family.
A deck in the
Please.
face.
What was that?
A deck in the face and run down the hall.
That's
Oh, get back here!
No. What is wrong with you? You're going to get yourself killed.
How dare you? Who raised you?
For the record, I don't actually deck her in the face. I just couldn't resist it.
Question
would be
still
me.
stands. Who raised you?
exactly.
It's a
Disrespectful.
So you arrived from St. Louis as well?
That is correct.
Yeah.
We just got here this afternoon.
It must have been a traumatic time. Did the law enforcement agencies give you a hard time up there?
Oh, they've asked us a lot of questions and hounded us, but they let us go after a while. That's actually why we've been taking so long to get here. We've been like nonstop talking to police. It seems like so many questions.
No doubt. I can believe that. Yes, of course. Are we doing a persuade thing here, Fenton?
I don't know.
Because obviously you're lying through your teeth.
You did talk to law enforcement.
I did talk to a lot of law enforcement while I was in St. Louis.
You did talk
I
to a
guess
lot
you
of law
did. Okay,
enforcement.
it's technically not a lie.
It's
Technically
not
not a
lying.
lie.
We did
I-
have a lot of questions.
That's okay.
You
Fair
did have
enough.
to answer a lot of questions too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How are you feeling after this ordeal?
Exhausted, to completely honest with you. Just so exhausted. Which is also not a lie.
Of course you must be. Of course you must be. We can only say, both of us, that we are very pleased that you got here safe and sound. You are with your family now. You will be able to refocus your inner light through your realizer. And by doing so, find your stability and your course in life again.
That's all we could hope for. Would it be possible to get some more realizers? Law enforcement took ours for their investigation,
Of course,
despite
of
our
course.
protests.
Of course. Oh, no problem at all. We'll arrange for that. Fenton and Blair are all human.
I have to know, when you made these in the AI, what prompts did you put in to get her picture?
Not telling.
Even her forehead has abs.
Basically, yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You
Fenton.
can't see it.
Look at you go.
Her forehead's got like a 4-pack.
Fenton, how are we critically failing today?
Let's see here. We gotta find rollable table, speed to the fumble table.
Did you deck her?
Confusion. Can I, my major error, think that she's trying to kill me? Or just leap across the table? No, I'm gonna go with exhaustion. I think that just fits the whole not having slept in days.
But you have slept for days because you slept in the hospital bed and it was fine.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
but
really-
you also didn't sleep for days because of your new condition. That's fine with me. If you want to drain even more willpower points from yourself, absolutely, go ahead.
I thought exhaustion is just...
Yeah,
Alright, maybe it
exhaustion is
becomes
just your, you have a minus 20 there, so that's gonna... Yeah. You're not doing well, Fenton, are you? Your eyes are almost falling. You're closing as you're sitting out the chair. It's a very comfortable chair, that's all we can say. You just, suddenly you're relaxing and feeling all of the tensions leave your body, maybe. Yeah. It's very peaceful here. It's very meditative, very quiet. Tranquility is the word we're looking for, isn't
It's tranquil, and yet he's also like unable to get comfortable because analysis and all the crystals and everything really have him super uncomfortable. It's like he wants to sleep, but he can't because he's
What else
terrified
Talbot
of.
won't get down?
It sucks. He's just having a real bad day, real bad week.
But you will also be blessed with a visit from the living power.
So what now?
Gene Downing, of course.
Oh, of course. Blair, should I pick him in the face?
After you've
Yes.
been sitting here and talking to Mosley and Crow, Downing will come down, or come down. He'll come into the office. I heard there were yet more arrivals from St. Louis. Ah, brethren, siblings, daughter and son, come. And he's gonna, embrace you. Both, like lost children.
I'm going to give him that awkward, slow one hand around the back and pat him on the back.
You can roll another human check, actually.
Oh god.
Blair's just stiff. Alright, let's do it. There it is.
Oh, sorry, -20 to that.
That
Oh.
worked out really well.
Hold on, I had to do a 13 though because my exhaustion. Oh, that's already with -20. Hey, that worked out.
What are you talking about? That went well.
This guy hugged me. I just get it. I get him.
Yes.
Suspects should hug me more often.
And that's going in the quotes chat.
Yes, it is. My children, do not fear the ending of the old age. The chrysalis must break before the wings unfold. You were brought here by more than coincidence. There are no coincidences. There is a realignment of light, of energy. We do not yet necessarily understand the full extent of this alignment. The pain, the confusion, the horrors that are fresh on your mind. It is a birth struggle, not death. All things are being made new. Be still within yourself. Remember, the signal does not shout, it hums. And those attuned will feel it rising in their bones. Watch the skies. Listen to the silence between the words. Stay ready. The light will call you again.
He said the signal does not shout, it hums.
Yeah, it hums.
I wonder if he's referring. I'll wait and say something later.
And
I'm arrogant.
much like your friends, you will also get dorm rooms in the dorms. So now we have 4 agents with four dorm rooms in the dorms. And Fran and Mosley and Downing and the others will leave you to your ruminations. For now, it's going to be a little bit later in the afternoon now. And alertness checks, please. Blair.
From all of us?
Why not?
Are these individual dorms or shared dorms?
These are individual dorms, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Morrigan
What?
rolling many times are we rolling?
I'm sorry. I didn't see the dice show up. I thought it was broken. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just trying again and again, because I'm gonna,
The worst part is the only failure she had was the first one she rolled.
No! And that's the one I'm counting. Too bad.
Okay.
But
I could not tell if I was rolling or not.
Blair and Talbot both have critical successes. Now that you've been here for a while, certainly Talbot and Morgan, but Fenton and Blair, you've been watching from afar, and now you're closer in here. You will notice you had your Crow, your Mosley, you have some other guards around here as well. Crow, you have these folks
No, yeah,
here.
we don't know if it's working.
There's
I bought a noise candy either way. You didn't get the thing.
There's several of these people, and they're also photogenic. And
Clones.
I haven't varied all the tokens that much. But you're not far off. Talbot and Blair, like, they're just remarkably similar in physiognomy. They could be extended family, couldn't they? If someone wanted to have... They must have been selected for their jobs based on their looks and physique. Like, they must have searched for people of all approximately the same height, the same, I guess, BMI, the same blonde hair and blue eyes, the same physical fitness. Yeah, they are remarkably similar, and all of them are smiling, those quiet smiles. Every once in a while they'll speak to one of the Enulce's members in the robes, but for the most part they are, it looks like a patrol they're conducting. Maybe?
Okay then.
I wonder why, since they let us come in and out.
Probably just trying to keep an eye on everyone. Make sure there's nobody sneaking in, and make sure the people that are in aren't doing anything that they shouldn't be.
You have a couple of hours before supper in the main hall in the cafeteria, and the other seminars coming up for today, including, what we say, Call to Purity, the Herald is coming. Yeah. Prophecies fulfilled. Things of that nature.
Should we try to go to one of these?
I might as well go to all of them. See what we can learn.
Yeah.
Of course. There's plenty of opportunities to see what you can learn in these various places. In short, you're going to attend various seminars. One is very similar to the others. They're not talking about the nemesis around here, the faithful. They're talking about the Herald, or the Bringer, a celestial messenger sent to affirm the teachings of the living power. And people are, as far as the only astronomy talk you might get out of all of this would probably be something like, it's not orbiting the galaxy, it's not going to orbit the sun, it's orbiting us. Isn't that encouraging? Otherwise, most of the rest of your day is probably just taken up by more visits to various meditation rooms that you are, once again, and you have been supplied with a realizer, Fenton and Blair. It's the double-sized one with a pointy end at both sides. Are we joining in the meditation, Fenton? I know how much you like crystals.
No.
No.
They
So,
can meditate. Fenton is not meditating.
I think nobody's actually going to notice that you're not meditating because everybody else is. But yeah, the seminars will go on like this. There will be awakening rites to prepare for communion with the inner light, the shedding of distractions of the flesh, and so on and so forth. Plenty of such seminars. So, time will pass. You're gonna have your supper. I'm gonna ask you all for another alertness check, actually. This time, you're all having lunch and supper and food together. Isn't it wonderful? So, let's have a look here. Yay, Morrigan! Your amazing alertness. What kind of critical fail do we have for you? Oh, sorry. What kind of critical fail? Morgan, are you there?
Yeah, hold on.
You want to pick?
I can't really see what I rolled, but...
You rolled a 77, I'm afraid.
Okay, she didn't use my cup. That's
Alright.
thank you. If I tell you about you, Purple.
What's on the table?
What was that? Oh, what's on the table? That would be physical strain, emotional burnout, alienation, exhaustion, distraction, or confusion.
Lots. Say
Alright, I will choose distraction.
Very well. So you're gonna have a minus 20 on your next roll.
Okay.
You are completely distracted by what might you be distracted by? The hotness of the staff? I don't know.
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay. You
The
are
coffee's
just
really good, yeah.
working really hard on making that perfect cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because I
Yeah.
know another person that does that.
Meanwhile, Blair, who actually succeeds... No, Talbot succeeds. Or, no, it's Blair who succeeded this time. Blair, you're gonna realize as you're sitting here and eating your meal that these people, apparently they're called stewards, because they're stewards for the flock. They're helping you. And they just look so much like each other that you have trouble counting how many there might be. Like, have I seen that guy before today? Or is that someone else? Not sure. They're not identical to each other. There's just not that much variation between them. They could be siblings. In your
lot
mind.
of siblings.
But the meal is nice and nourishing, and there are more seminars in the evening. Night is slowly falling upon Analysis. The question is, what are we going to do then? Are we going to go to our dorms for a good night's sleep? What's the plan?
Sleep? Why would any of us want to sleep?
I'm sure someone wants to sleep somewhere, but I'm not sure that... Yeah, I don't know. You tell me!
Joke's on
What
you.
are we doing?
Joke's on you, I'm already asleep.
Fenton is already asleep, yeah. That makes sense.
I don't know. I don't know if we're having a sleepover. Fenton seems to have made the decision to sleep not over.
No, so it's getting late. So there's no more seminars or anything planned for today?
No, people are they're done for the day. They're retiring. Kids are definitely being put to bed. Adults of various ages will, after a hard day's work, they will take a stroll in the area, or just hang out together in the cafeteria, or go to the library, meditate by themselves. After 9 p.m., there's basically no organized activities.
I would love to do several things, but I don't think Fenton is going to succeed on anything he does. This isn't the place to make wookies.
Okay.
But it would be worth trying to take a look around. But that would have to be up to people who are capable of being stealthy, and I literally cannot pass a check right now with my modifiers.
Morgan.
Morrigan is the stealthiest person in the group. Definitely.
Indeed, I am.
Yeah, we don't want to send Talbot out on a stealth mission, nor Blair, really. So we're gonna send Morrigan out on a stealth mission?
I do have a penalty.
For the next roll, yes. So, yeah. But you're still the best sneak of the group, even with the penalty.
All right.
It's up to y'all. We could, if Morgan wants to sneak around, take a look around. We could just also. Oh, I'm assuming we've already explored the facility that we're allowed to publicly, right?
Oh,
Throughout the
yeah.
day?
Nobody has bothered you as you've been walking around here. And there's literally about 50 to 100 other people of all ages, including maybe a good dozen or more kids who are. And kids do what kids do, they run around and play when they are not in class, age appropriately, etc., etc. Nobody is. There doesn't seem to be a totalitarian control machine a la what paper, show me your papers please, and so on. Everybody
Gotcha.
seemed very relaxed. And
It would be nice to go to the library at some point and see what we can find from there. But again, I don't feel confident in my abilities to do much tonight. So Fenton might be just out for the night, but the rest of you, if you guys got brilliant plans, hells to the yeah.
so
Blair-
who has plans?
I bet Blair's got a plan. We got a plan, Blair. What are you thinking?
I've got nothing planned.
Nothing
Okay.
planned?
I've got an idea of what I'd like to do, but not if anybody else has a plan. This is just something I do on my own. This is nothing important.
Do it.
That was actually a really good impression.
It doesn't sound like anyone else is doing anything else, so may as well.
Yeah, I might as well do the thing.
Do a damn thing, a thing.
So just to be clear, this cult does not seem to have a problem with me sending packages.
Nope,
Correct?
not at all. You can go down to the post office right there in the main hall. It's gonna be fine.
Can I take a box back to my dorm and put an item inside of it and mail that to someone outside the compound?
Of course you can.
Okay. I would like to write a letter to Sarah and send this item. I'm going to send it in the chat real quick.
Oh my goodness. Sneaky things are happening here.
Man, it's so good we can all trust and rely on our good friend Talbot.
Uh-huh.
I'd like
yes.
to send that to Sarah with specific instructions
Yes, that.
and a letter, of course, love you, proud of you for graduating, good luck in the FBI, all that normal mom stuff, in addition to this thing, and I'd like to mail that.
Very well. You have put it in the envelope in the little box and you've mailed it away.
Yay, good.
No alarms were set off as you were doing this. You were not immediately arrested.
Suspicious.
You're just going into the post office, and there was people there in white robes as before, and maybe actually one of these, shall we say, not physical perfection guards. This one, shall we say, a heavy-set, larger-sized woman in her upper 40s with white pants and a white t-shirt, and she's helping you out there. She's apparently working with a male. She will, of course... Yeah, it's your private thing, but money is such a worldly possession, isn't it? Yeah, I guess Annulses will just cover it, right? You don't even have to pay for postage!
Yeah, I just need it in the hands of Sarah.
Yep, yep.
All I need.
Morrigan, Blair, Fenton, are we planning anything for the night?
Me?
I'm going to bed.
I wouldn't say I would be planning anything, because I am not the plan-making person.
Okay, so we're all going to bed then?
Unless Morgan wanted to sneak around, then yeah. Well, if anyone else wants to sneak around and take a look around it. I guess maybe, I don't know. Ignore me, I don't know what I'm saying.
If you go to ask me to go sneak around, I'll probably do it, because I'm very susceptible to peer pressure, but...
No, you do what you want to do. If you're not feeling it, don't do it.
What I'm saying... I am the sneakster.
You are the snake stuff.
You should peer pressure her.
Sneakster. Even
Well,
if I'm a nerd sneakster, I am a sneakster.
one by one, you're turning in and getting into your dorms and going to sleep, apparently.
I guess that's the plan. Good plan, great plan. Let's do
Good
it.
plan, good plan, yes. Yeah, okay, very good. You're gonna have a night's sleep, aren't we? Fenton, why don't you roll your sanity check to see if you actually can sleep?
I fucking hate this place. I hate this job. I hate this operation. I hate that I chose this fucking thing. Distort it, was it?
We get a sanity check?
Yeah, I got a 96. You can't see it?
No, I can't. Well, on that one. Oh, I can see it there. Okay. For some reason, it's not registering in the player view at the moment for my observer. The count I'm using to show our dear audience what's going on, so they can't see behind my screen. You know what? I'm gonna surprise you anyway.
You don't have to.
Yeah. Everybody. In fact, I'm gonna want all the rest of you to roll a sanity check too, for absolutely no reason.
Of course.
I'm gonna screw us over.
I would never. Or maybe a little bit.
You would.
Maybe a little
Oh, and Harper's doing her stealth checks.
bit. I can reveal it to everyone. I have the power.
Oh,
We know your secrets. We know your secrets.
Wow.
You're gonna still
Okay.
have that on. I'm so sorry.
This
I
is
was a bit like,
intense.
what? Stealth?
This is very intense. Okay, my friends. We have a look here in my notes. Because I can. Oh yeah, okay, that's... Well then. Fenton, you're gonna lose... Blair... You're also adapted to horrible things, isn't that nice? It's terrible. It's terrible. And Morrigan. Okay. He cackled to himself a little bit.
Why was there a D10 involved in that?
Maybe not. Who knows?
Why are we losing a D10 sanity?
Nobody's losing a D10 sanity. What are you talking about? It's a new morning. It's a Sunday. Or is it? It's a
That
new
was a
morning.
Sunday?
That's what it
I
is.
think it's... Hey, you stole my sanity.
And actually, it's a Monday, not a Sunday. Sorry. And for some reason, all of you will wake up at different times in the morning. I think it's going to be Fenton wakes up first with a start. A bit of a cold sweat. Just, yeah, shivering a little bit. But otherwise, okay, I guess. The next person to wake up is gonna be Talbot, also waking up with a start. Sweating.
God damn it, not again.
Were you shouting when you woke up? Maybe you were screaming. You're not sure.
Probably something profane.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Blair? How might Blair wake up when she's had a terrible night's sleep, really? So bad that she's just shocked awake.
Very much. Probably jolts awake and then immediately lays back down because she does not want to get up. She does not want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I can see that. Morrigan is gonna wake up with, what, a scream?
Morgan just takes out of bed like a vampire.
Like, falls out of bed? With the
Just
covers and
rolls
everything
off
and just
bed.
ready to fight something? Like,
Oh, that's just face down into the floor.
oh my god. She's going into a PTSD moment from the front and just lying behind a bed and taking cover because the enemy's coming, and then realizing she doesn't actually have an AR in her hands. No, she's safe. She's safe at Analysis. Yeah. Just
Safe at
absolutely
Analysis.
Take that on notice.
a
safe
lie.
at Analysis.
Take
Yeah.
that on notice. Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
Very, very safe at Analysis. Yeah, very safe at Analysis.
You lie to us a lot.
I would never.
Is that a lie?
Maybe.
At least that wasn't a lie.
Or was it?
The opposite of perhaps is also perhaps.
You're able to meet up in the hallway outside your dorm. There's plenty of other members coming out of their dorms as well this nice morning. They will just wave and say, "Hi! The light illumine you from inside."
Well,
Kumbaya.
Bonjour.
Hallelujah.
Bark, bark.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
Something. Like, I'm sorry, I have to.
May the force be
I'm
with
gonna
you.
shut up now.
Emperor protects.
Mage rights or mage fights.
What's before you this day? What are you gonna do? Your second day at Analysis. You've slept over. You're not dead. But there might be a shiver or two coming down your spine. Probably more than a shiver for Morrigan, who by now I feel like this cell has been hanging out so much that Fenton and the rest of the cell will recognize Morrigan's state of anxiety.
Get her a coffee.
Paranoia.
She always feels better with coffee.
Yeah, maybe we should all just get some coffee and then discuss what happened.
Paranoia.
How does that paranoia express itself, Morrigan?
A lot more quiet than she usually is. Also just like pale and staring.
Very well. I can see that happening.
Here to talk about it?
Like
You hear the murmurs
know,
around
like-
you. Everybody seem happy, seem energized. They're talking about the bringer, the sign, the herald is coming, the new age.
that this Morgan staring into the void.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
Why you're so upset?
Upset about what? What am I upset about?
You tell me.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Why are you asking me to talk, man? I'm not good at this.
You're a friend of mine. I want you to feel safe talking about this stuff, not bottling it up.
There's the problem. I don't know what's up with me. There's a general sense of wrongness that I don't think will go away anytime soon. I'll be fine. I'll deal with it.
If you ever want to talk, you can always talk to me. Don't feel like you have to hide all this, bud.
Okay.
Good talk.
I
Yep.
would like for everyone to roll an alertness check again for absolutely no reason.
Oh, crap.
Am I still exhausted?
No, you're not. Also,
Okay, that's a pass then.
very well. There we go. Also, Fenton, you will regain a D6 willpower points, actually.
Do I? Because I didn't get to sleep well last night.
Oh no, you slept soundly. You slept like
Alright.
a baby. You've slept the best sleep you've had in a long time.
Oh, that's... And I lost sanity? That's upsetting.
I'm sure it is. But
That's upsetting. Alright.
Any
Thank you.
port in a storm, right? No, you just conked out completely.
I hate these crystals, I hate this place, I hate this cult.
Want to talk about it, bud?
Alertness checks, everyone, please.
Again?
We
I
all
can't
rolled.
even tell if I rolled or not. I can't see any rolls.
Morgan, you rolled. You have a 70. I have a 16. Blair has a 22, and you're still private.
God, I'm sorry. I am not that good at this. Okay, that should fix it.
Morgan, if you're not seeing rolls, try leaving and coming back in.
Okay.
Founder.
We have one person with a critical success here, and that is Blair. You will notice that your clock is in fact not correct.
What do you mean it's not correct?
It's reading the time wrong. You have a big clock
No.
right in here, and your watch is set incorrectly. It's not your watch is not showing the right time at all.
Am I sure it's my watch or is it their time that's wrong?
Their time is now saying, what, 8 a.m.? Something like that?
Oh, see what's going on.
7 a.m., 8 a.m. Your time is saying 4:30. Your time is saying.
Did daylight savings kick in?
That would not account for the difference. Daylight savings is just a single
Okay.
hour.
Extra daylight savings kick in?
It kicked in on the 6th.
Where's it? Take off her watch, put it on the table, and just silently motion to the other clock on the wall. Try to silently tell the others, like, something's wrong.
Does it feel like it's 5:30 to anybody else? Like looking
No,
at the
it doesn't feel. The sun is up outside. People. It's a regular morning. Morgan, Talbot, and Fenton. I'm guessing you all have watches, right? It's 1997 after all.
Yeah.
It would be weird if you didn't.
Yeah.
Morrigan says not 4:30, but 4:10. Talbot says 5:22, and Fenton says 3:55.
What does my phone say?
The same thing.
All of our phones say different things.
No, the phones are like your watches, saying the same thing. None of watches or phones are matching each other, and they're all at the wrong time.
I need to make a call.
This is an omen of something. Don't know what.
What's the seminars for today?
That's a good question.
I don't know that.
I think I'm gonna stop by at the library and see what I can, if anything, I can find.
For sure. Yeah, the library. Great idea. It's a new age library. You will, yeah, anything you want to, any studies you want to conduct into new age matters in this library will, in fact, be at a plus 20 or 40 here because of all the amazing books you can access.
I want to see if I can. What are they calling this planet again?
They're calling it, what do I say? Sorry, the Herald, the Bringer.
Herald.
Yeah, they
Bringer,
haven't, apparently they haven't decided exactly. Maybe the Living Power will.
I want to find anything that could potentially tell me more about that. Any books like The Herald and You or Bringers for Dummies.
Let's go. Let's roll occult. You're gonna pass because with this library at your fingertips,
What's the bonus?
enough, I guess. You know what? That is actually a narrow failure. I'm sorry. That was just a terrible roll.
Was the bonus 20 or 40?
20. Or what did I say?
it-
20 or 40? What did I say?
If it's 40, I'll pass.
Yeah, okay, you pass. Fair enough. Fenton. Prophecies are not really Analysis's thing. The Living Power is always talking about crystals and the inner light and your realizer in you and your guide to inner peace and all these things. It has to do more with you realizing your full potential rather than looking outwards for prophecies and star signs and constellations. You're looking inwards. So it's a bit weird that they have now been starting to talk about a sign. That is almost like a breach of doctrine to you, Fenton. Today's seminars include, since you asked, let's see, a guided meditation, nutrient integration and reflection. This is going to be an opportunity for members of Analysis to take part in a mindful meal, like a meal to channeling your inner light into your food. Designed by the E-Compatibility Research Center to align your body's electromagnetic field with the dietary protocols. transcending the flesh, healing from the inside, which is a silent workshop, interpreting the celestial herald, and light fall as well in the evening. So now you know the seminars for today.
We need to get onto like a little private little spot, and so we need to figure out what the hell's going on, what they know about this herald or whatever. What can be done about it?
If y'all are gonna go to the seminars, I'm gonna make a quick phone call about time
Alright.
and stuff.
To a certain
I've got
bookstore?
questions. Yeah, I've got questions that I don't think I'm gonna find the answers to here. I need Magic Google for this.
Magic Google.
Yeah. I do. I need my future husband to tell me what's going on.
What if the bookstore is called The Hollow Word?
I don't care what it's called, I just want to talk to somebody who knows what's up.
Yeah, it's just an answering machine. We're close right now. Please leave a message and we will return it to you as soon as we can.
Wow. Ghosted and blocked your number.
Oh no!
Oh.
Well, time for plan B. I've got some questions about time that I'd like the answers to. I'd also, again, like to have a meeting with your friend. With our friend. I don't know. Anyway, bye! This is also
Right.
Tablet. I'm gonna hang up again.
I think Fenton will spend a good chunk of the day in the library, so I also want to now try to reach you up to the whole Herald and everything. I also want to look into like time distortion, dilation, anything like that. Anything that could account for why we're missing time, we're on different time, and
You know what? I'm gonna have you roll another occult on
You
this.
roll-
But for this one, you're not gonna get the bonus from the library. Because I'm cruel
Okay.
that way.
that's fine. Sir.
Could we roll a natural
Wow.
to try to figure it out?
Fenton is not having a good day today.
Fenton is a player, never has a good day.
But you got a check mark, so that's something.
I mean, learn a whole bunch of new stuff. That'll probably be a good chunk of my day, just pouring through all these books trying to find information.
Anyone else want to do an occult thing here for the time bit?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Which in this case is everybody failing. Wow.
Could we
You
try a
have
natural?
no luck with your occult checks to do today, do you? Like, Talbot should be passing, but no such luck today.
Neither did Fenton, so.
Yeah, not even Fent. Okay, it remains a mystery.
Try again tomorrow.
If we
This,
survive.
Affair of the improperly set clocks.
I mean, we could ask somebody about that too.
I guess you can.
That's up to you, social butterflies.
Yeah, sure. We could ask. We can find somebody to ask.
Yeah.
So who should we ask?
Who do you ask? Yeah.
It's up to you guys. You're the ones doing the asking.
You suggested this plan. I thought you had an idea.
I don't know. This is a cult. Don't you have a big brother culter and a big sister cultist?
No, I don't have siblings.
That's not. Oh my god. You know how when you go to when you're a little kid, you go to a camp and you've got like a counselor, or you have an older kid that's assigned to watch out for you, and instead they just traumatize you for the week.
Oh, what's the word? The Arcana Society, yeah. No, we don't. I haven't had one here. If we just find somebody who looks like they've been here for a while and ask.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
All right. Can I ask one of the city guard ladies that time?
There's plenty of people. You don't have to necessarily address a steward. There are the others around as well, like the people with the robes with the yellow markings around their color, who apparently seem to be like senior Foundation members, guides, if you will. You will remember, of course, the title that Doug Walters had as a guide. Yeah.
Well, if you're in charge, I suppose I should ask that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sister, please, what can I do for you?
Various things happened last night. When I went to bed, my watch and phone were reading time normally, but when I woke up this morning, they're really off. Do you know what could happen?
No, that's odd. I'm sure it's just some kind of machinery malfunction. Actually, I'm just realizing as the handler here,
Yeah.
where were your phones when you were sleeping?
On the
Next to her bed?
In that case, the phone times have not been changed. So only your
Oh,
watch
okay.
has, the watch time has been changed.
I guess. Maybe.
I'm sure it's just something wrong with the machine.
In that case, I have to go get it fixed. This was my grandfather's watch, and that's really important.
Of course, yes.
Is there any watch here?
We have a great many talents around here. Why don't you ask in the main directory, perhaps? Maybe one of the members is a former watchmaker. It's not impossible. We have all sorts here. We have, what, about 100 people here all told? So it's not impossible.
You sister? I'll have to go check that out.
Of course. Go with the light.
You as well,
my
thank
sister.
you. So I guess we should find a watchmaker and ask about any other watch irregularities.
Yeah.
Sure. Why? Roll a luck check.
Oh,
That
no.
is unfortunate. Apparently the watchmaking member of the Foundation is not here today.
I guess we'll have to ask tomorrow. If there is tomorrow.
Fenton has said that he's going to be hanging out in the library most of the day. Talbot, Morrigan, Blair, where might you be? What is your plan for the day?
I'll be in the library. I don't trust him not to get crushed by a bookcase or something.
Morrigan? Blair?
I guess Blair's gonna be in the library as well. I think she's just gonna be checking if it's all new age stuff or is there anything actually scientific around.
Nah, it's all new age.
Of course.
Of course. Alright, so we're not going to spend the day with the seminars. We're just hanging out in the library and...
I assume some people can go to the seminars.
seems to me like everybody wants to hang with Fenton in the library, which is fine. The library is a library. Why shouldn't you?
Everyone else is in the library. I can go to the seminars. Just didn't want anybody to be left alone.
Morgan and Talbot, how about you two go do seminars and absorb information?
Understood.
Talbot, you've been staring at the same upside down book for half an hour now. You haven't turned the page.
At least it's not sticky. Besides,
Oh,
someone's gonna
yeah.
make sure you don't die in OSHA violating death.
It's an OSHA violating death. Oh dear. Yeah, libraries are known to be great
OSHA
houses.
traps?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Especially in cult compounds.
I am a librarian.
Check out the book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary.
Since
You know,
you're
it's
putting
really
in
does
so
well
much
for
time
them.
there today,
Yes.
and Blair and Morgan were to the seminars, and it's going to be meditation, much like yesterday with your realizers, and yeah. I'm going to allow you to roll for the occult for Talbot and Fenton for the afternoon as well, but no bonuses. This is just you perusing through the bookshelves, hoping to get some inspiration during the day.
Unnatural?
No, not... Well, you can roll a natural too, yeah, why not?
Your target was 2%. That was a bold move.
Hey, look! And that means I have a 1 in 50%. I have a 1 in 50 chance of making it.
A 1 in 50 with a 2% chance? You have a 2% chance of making it.
Yeah, that's what 2% is. Did you not do math?
1 in 50 is not 2%. What are you talking about? Oh, 1 in 50. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying 50%
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, 1 in 50, not 50.
What did you think I was saying?
I thought you were saying you had a 50% chance, like a coin toss.
I have megalomania.
Speaking of which, you have megalomania, don't you? And you've failed a bunch today, haven't you? We don't
Yeah.
have an acute episode right now, do we?
No,
That's a good thing for you.
I'm still amazing.
Yeah, so you haven't actually lost 2+ sanity in any roll yet, so you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, you're not.
So what causes an acute episode? Is it a critical
For
failure?
you, it's losing 2+ sanity at the single moment.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you're losing just 1, it's fine.
Yeah.
But Fenton and Talbot, as you're sitting there during the day and idling away the hours in the library, maybe the team will meet up for the cafeteria during lunch and then go to your separate places again. And the whole missing time thing, Fenton and Talbot, that's a staple of ufology. Ufologists. You remember from Groversville how Phenomenon X was reporting about all sorts of things, and you heard on radio they were talking about the aliens have come, and Elvis Presley has been seen walking down the streets of Groversville, and missing time is a classic staple of alien abduction stories.
And how are we
What's
supposed to
shit?
fight a UFO?
Look up. Sorry.
I don't suppose calling for a third time is going to get me any other results, is it?
I feel like if there was like a person who's in charge of everything that's happening to us, he's making a point.
You sure you're not on something?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I actually slept good last night, which only makes me feel worse because I hate how this place makes me feel. I shouldn't feel good, but this place makes me feel good, and I don't like that.
This place does make you feel better, sleep-wise. Maybe you should consider moving down here. It is your job, look out for cults, so you're like extra immune to whatever culty bullshit they have.
I'd like everybody to roll another human check, please. You've been in the compound long enough. Let's see. Blair. It's going great today, I see. For some reason, the rolls are not coming to my observer account. I don't know why. It says I'm properly logged in. Strange. Okay, we have successes for Fenton and Talbot, but not for Blair and Morrigan. These stewards who are walking around and overseeing all the analysis members with a smile and a nod and a bow every once in a while. And Fenton and Talbot, you're not seeing them a lot today. Every once in a while, one of them will walk through the library and just look around with their perfect hairdo and their perfect white uniforms and their perfectly shaped bodies and smile to everyone. And that smile never reaches the eye. It's probably the fakest smile either of you have seen. It's like they're mimicking emotions rather than actually having them. Their eyes feel emotionally dead.
Maybe there are a bunch of hopes.
Between this whole missing time thing and emotionless people, I think it's possible they could be like Hope.
Possible. Go light a fire next to one and see what happens.
I think what happens is I get taken out back and shot in the head.
Actually, speaking of shooting Talbot in the back of the head, did they check our luggage or anything?
What was that?
Did they search our luggage or anything that we brought with us when we came in?
No.
So we could bring firearms in here and they wouldn't know.
What does this have to do with shooting me in the back of the head? What are you planning, Fenton?
So should we can at least probably bring our handguns in and keep those. Because we're going to want some.
Under your robes?
Not necessarily under our robes, but in our rooms at the very least. You know what I mean? There's no metal detectors, no security or screening or anything like that. Speaking of, there are no guards, right? Just the perfect people that stare and go on patrol?
Oh, there are guards too that look more like guards. The stewards don't look like guards per se. They're dressed more a bellhop or like a navy white servant, someone that you'd expect to see on a navy ship, I guess, with the whites, except it's not a military uniform.
Gotcha.
Whereas the guards, there's not a lot of them. They're maybe a handful, a couple in the guard shack, and then sitting by the clerking and various front desks and such.
Do they have guns?
No.
Okay.
They have radios, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's more like they're groundskeepers than real guards.
I gotcha.
You haven't seen
Cool.
any guns on this compound so far.
Because they're all fucking alien blobs and they don't need guns, obviously.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something we should do. Not now, because I've already devoted my entire day to this library, but sneaking guns in might be worth trying to do.
Guns didn't really work against it. We could try explosives. I do still have a bunch of hairspray.
How about we could sneak the guns in and then meet me out back tonight, like at night when no one else is around.
Are you planning on taking down a bunch of ooey gooey aliens with bullets?
I don't know, how ooey gooey are you?
Sorry, you cut out for a moment.
How ooey gooey are you?
Me? Not very, but the last time we tried to kill an ooey gooey with bullets, it did not work.
No, you're right. I don't know. I just feel like I'd be more comfortable if I had a gun and had something than having absolutely nothing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we get you one. I'm just saying, if you're planning on like eradicating this entire thing, we might.
No. We'll see what the others. See what all you guys learn in the seminars, but maybe we should. Are there like any restricted do not enter section of the library, like Hogwarts' forbidden section, restricted section?
No.
Okay.
I think the only rooms any of you have discovered so far to be restricted. If we go to the map here, the overview again, the E-Compatibility Research Center is somewhat restricted because it's doing research and the labs require a certain amount of cleanliness, and you're not going to get access to it if you're not a scientist, you don't have scientific training. Basically, what it boils down to, you've spent enough time here today, the E-Compatibility Research Center is basically a glorified agricultural lab. They just call it something fancier. Analysis Publishing is exactly what it sounds like. All of those pamphlets and books, self-help books and all that stuff comes from that building. That's where it's being written, that's where it's being printed, sent out across the world to all the chapters. So the only place you've seen so far that is obviously restricted and locked, there's the administrative offices where you'd have to book an appointment with various people. Mr. Mosley has an office in the main hall, which, because you've been up there. Miss Crow has an office in the main hall. She's apparently the chief of security. And then, of course, there is the apartment of the living power, which it's an open secret, I guess. It's not much of a secret. He lives up there in the pyramid. That's where he doesn't stay in one of the dorms. He lives up there. So that would probably be about it, really.
We could burn down the Hall of Living Power.
Did you say burn it down?
Yeah, if we really want to get rid of all the alien guys, we could burn it down.
We are making quite the assumption that they're all aliens.
Yeah.
Have you seen somebody with abs on their forehead? That's my question to you, Fenton.
I'm not saying some of them are aliens, just not maybe everyone's an alien.
I know, and since he's the only dude in there, we could just have there be a literal electrical problem, and looks like the living power's not so living anymore.
Aren't you trying to, marry some eldritch entity? Why don't you try to seduce him and figure out what secrets you can find? And then Steven will get jealous and he'll come here and kill the guy for us anyways.
First of all, excellent idea. Second of all, he's a cult leader, so he might have a vow of chastity. So that's one problem right there.
Have you read about how cult leaders tend to operate? Chastity usually isn't in it.
I'll take your word for it. Alright, if he's not answering my calls, I guess we're going to plan B.
What is plan B?
Seducing the cult leader.
Seducing the cult leader.
Answers.
Okay.
Oh
That is plan B. Very well.
Plan A was arson.
Plan A was arson. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, just lead with arson.
Just letting you know, I've stepped down from a more destructive plan.
That sounds great. Z-Cell has spent 2 full days and slept one night at the Analysis compound in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They have apparently lost some time during the night and also some nerves. Morrigan more than the others. We don't know why yet. For all you know, you slept well through the night, though I'm going to give Blair the chance next session to sit down and talk to the others, because Blair has psychotherapy.
Right.
Yeah. I was wondering when you would remember that, but
We could do a sleepover.
yeah.
See what's going on.
Maybe you can do a psychotherapy with Morrigan because she was scared. Do you want to roll for psychotherapy right now? Why not?
Oh.
Between the seminars and everything. It's a success. Very well. Morrigan will start to remember. Morrigan, in the middle of the night last night, the door to your dorm burst open, and 2 stewards came in and shot you with a trank gun. Then, even as you were tranquilized but definitely still awake, they carried you out of your dorm room. And what happened next is going to be subject for the next session in a week from now, when we'll find out what happened to Agent Zana during the time she has lost. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Remember, follow the channel, subscribe, bell icons if you're tuning in on YouTube. We maintain contact with ASL through the chat and through the comment section. And I am very hopeful that we will have an interesting and tense session in a week from now. I'm sure nothing bad happened to Morrigan last night. She won't remember anything bad at all. See you in a week, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.